Not level with the floor, but on the floor. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Furnace can go in there. What was I working on? Okay, I need the 64 osmium ingots that I can get started eventually. 64 dark gems. I know that I've run into some, but definitely not. I only have 9. That's fine. Ruby, I need 64 of, which I only have 15. So it looks like a mining expedition is going to be in our future. Certus quartz. Again, need more of that. 64 copper. Which I don't have, of course. So much iron, though. I have a plethora of iron. Should probably turn all these gold nuggets into ingots. You end up picking up a lot of gold nuggets when you go around raiding the dragon dens. It tends to work very well in your favor if you're a fan of gold. Which in reality, I'm not really. I mean, gold's okay. Definitely much more of a fan of silver, though. Can you use diorite to make seared stone? Or does it actually just have to be stone? Any kind of cobblestone. Accepts any stone. Interesting. Does diorite count as stone? Okay, diorite won't work. Was sort of hoping that there would be a surefire way to get rid of some diorite. Oh well, just have to use it in other projects. But there's some shale. And some gabbro. I think that cobblestone will work. Never hurts to try. But where were we going with, need 12 mana steel ingots, 64 lapis, which I know that I have. A lapis paxel, arrows of harming, or a lapis apple, which you can use to tame undead horses. That might be interesting. Go ahead and go with the arrows for now, with our tendency to run after dragons when we find them. Uh, 12 nickel, 12 mana steel are on the list. Have the mana steel, only have 2 nickel currently. I do have some more nickel ore. Just haven't gotten around to breaking it down yet because I was kind of waiting on what? My brain is so all over the place right now. It's the problem with having larger mod packs like this, is you kind of end up getting bogged down in the quests at some point. You kind of hit a point where you don't know which way you're going exactly. An arrow fuse. Huh. I'm kind of interested to try that out. It's a grenade arrow. Okay, from here, need a mana steel pickaxe head. Which will be nice when we go into the Nether. Since I think that cobalt requires an obsidian level pickaxe. And gonna need to go get more lava. What does it take to make a lava fabricator? Oh, that is a lot. I don't even know where to get half this stuff. But that's fine. Is there... There's not the crucible that I'm thinking of. Melts items into fluids. That's a little bit more doable. So many different routes that one can go down. Five says I end up falling in here at some point. Especially now that it's built up tall enough that it won't be easy to get out. Okay. Not gonna worry about this stuff for now, because that is all going to be a mining trip. So might just stop there for a short bit. Need blaze rods, which require going to the Nether. or finding villagers that will trade for them. Or bees, but I don't really know if I want to get into bees. Not yet. Need 2 batteries, which is silicon in the engineering workshop, which is electrotine around silicon. The big question is, I do not have any silicone in there. It's something that I plan on trying to sort of edge my way into at some point, but it's more the grinding to get them to get the mutations and things, especially towards the beginning. Should probably sleep before going outside. That's the only thing that kind of makes me just a little leery about it. And it looks like the... And it might just be because my only other experience with working with the bees was in Ixoria. I am not sure. I think it does. Yes, it does. It's something that I'll look into at some point. Might do a little bit of research off stream and see what exactly it would entail before fully jumping in. Huh. Well, redstone is something that we have a fair bit of. I've been having quite a bit of luck finding it in what mining expeditions we have done. There's a slime bouncing around outside of my house, and it's very annoying. But how are you doing today, Jill Fun? We're just kind of chilling out, playing catch up on some of the quests since I ended up having to cut stream early yesterday due to my internet acting up because of the wonderful weather. Or potentially because of the wonderful weather. Don't really know if it was the weather or if it was, you know, just the service provider or what. Okay, I'm going to go kill that stupid slime. Where is it? It's over on this side. Happy belated birthday! There are a few pretty interesting mod packs out. I haven't really looked too closely into any of them because I don't want to get dragged into another one with the 3 that I'm working on currently. But I've definitely been hearing a lot of good things about some of the mod packs that are coming out. A drying basin is black iron ingots. Yeah, I mean, I enjoy playing Minecraft, but vanilla Minecraft gets a little old after a while. And, like, as far as the mod packs go, even if it's the same kind of mods, depending on the world and that sort of thing, or how the quest book is structured, you end up going down different paths. So I always end up learning something new. Yeah, so I get to go kill squids now. Of course, when I don't need squids, there are always like 50 in this little bay here. Oh, there's some. But when I do need them, they are scarce. I don't actually... Nope, all the drops fell down. But yeah, I also pretty much have no life outside of gaming and my day job. This is a pretty fun pack. It's sort of a slow progress towards automation, so it encourages a lot of exploration. I mean, you could probably speedrun it if you know the mods well. There was another one over here. There you are. Though, of course, if you're taking the route that I'm taking, where I kind of want to try and start a mini zoo on the world while I'm working on it, so I'm trying to get like one of every amphitheater, one of each type of dragon, one of each type of hippogriff. It's definitely not Sevtech Ages slow. That mod pack was just painful. Seven. Yeah, a friend and I tried doing Sevtech on hardcore. Railcraft, no, it definitely didn't end well. I think we ended up dying I don't know, it was probably the third or fourth night. Railcraft is an interesting one because it is a slow build-up. But once you kind of get like a base established, it's not too bad. It's just that absolutely everything is trying to kill you, and you can't do anything with any semblance of safety. Does that not work? Oh, okay. Had a few too many pieces of wood. And then salt blocks, which I can just make using salt. I definitely have enough of that laying around somewhere. Probably in the mechanism chest. Yeah, I've kind of temporarily given up on Railcraft. I might go back into it at some point once I sort of do a little bit of research about some of the mods that are in it. The lucky bags are just so random, and all the raw meat and stuff will come in handy later with one of the things that I want to tame. It comes in handy with the dragons. I can imagine it's both a blessing and a curse. Just kind of depends on how things work out in the long run, I suppose. How did I end up with a compass in my inventory? No idea. Butter, which is made from heavy cream and salt with a mortar, pan, and beaker, which I don't know if I made. I do have a lot of salt. Here's a mortar, a pan, I try to keep everything super organized, but I also don't have a lot of items currently. Yeah, I've currently got a bunch of chests scattered all over my house with just divided up into different things. You wouldn't think it from looking at my own house, but as far as Minecraft or games in general go, I'm a stickler for keeping inventory organized. And a beaker, which is just glass and 2 ingots. Doesn't mean I always remember where things are, But that's also a factor of running a few different organizational systems across the different mod packs. That's the blacksmith's workshop, kitchen workshop. And the butter, heavy cream, and 2 salt. That would be very nice. Very nice indeed. I need to get some chickens at some point. Not sure why I just went in that chest. Don't know what I was looking for. Okay, so flour. Is an empty bag, which is paper. Yes, it does. No, it's got Animania. As you can see by my little herd of sheep over here. And there's a chicken. That is a rooster. I'm going to drag that rooster into a pen because I think I know where a hen is currently. That they do, but at least the chickens are quieter than the peacocks are. Come on. In we go. And I have a skeleton trying to kill me. It better not shoot any of my animals. I'm kind of hoping that the barn is far enough away from the house that I won't hear them too much. And when it's daylight, I will go see if I can grab that hen. And there are slimes outside my house again. There's a skeleton over there that is going to try to kill me. Nope. Ow. Ow. Bounce away. At least try and lead it away from my animals. There's another skeleton. And that is a creeper. I'm going to end up dying. Ow. That'll be the first ow death of the day, though. Or death of this stream. Yeah, a lot of the mobs spawn with armor on, and the skeletons seem to be all rapid fire skeletons. Though occasionally you get ones that have, like, dispensers on their heads. And those guys are a lot faster at shooting. The chicken was somewhere around here. That creeper is going to be after me again. And now I have a brain slime on my head. Ow. I think that there actually is a way that you can tame those little treasure slime things. But oh, a little bit of lag. Don't actually remember what it is. I also don't really think I want a colony of slimes hanging around my house. It would be interesting to find out if I'm remembering correctly. Seriously, where was that chicken? I know that there was one over here. Oh, nice. Because I stumbled across it when I was collecting gravel earlier. Hello, little horses. You're another rooster, aren't you? You're another... Aha! There you are. Ow. Come with me. You are going someplace else. No, I don't have a dragon tamed yet. I haven't stumbled across any of the underground layers. I do have a couple of hippogriffs tamed currently. Oh, where did the chicken go? Oh, okay, I'm still attached to the chicken apparently. It had gone invisible. That is a very angry chicken. Come on. Yeah, I'll stop by the hippogriff stable once I get this one back. She does not want to follow me. That is an interesting question. I'm not sure if the chicken would survive the landing. Oh. I think it broke the lead. It did break the lead, or at least broke my connection to the chain. Did get another rotten egg though, so I can try hatching another basilisk. No, still attached to the chain. This chain definitely has some reach. Where are you going, chicken? Let's see. Do seeds work on you guys? There you go. I will still keep the chain attached to you in case you lose interest in the seeds, but progress! And try not to fall into the pit. Oh, there's another rooster down there. So many roosters, but so few chickens drifting around. It's one of the chains from Dungeons, not Dungeons, the Ice and Fire mod. You can use it as a lead type thing. Need to fix those gates at some point. There we go. And hello, Yater. Hopefully you're having a good day. But to show you the hippogriffs. Whee! Oof. These are the two that I have currently. The gray one is Felix, and the brown is Statler. So these guys have made traveling around a lot easier. At least as far as traveling around on the surface goes. Did I throw more stone than you? No, I didn't. But yeah, the chain can be used as a lead. It cannot be broken. So unlike the leads that sometimes snap if an animal stretches too far away from it, this one does not. I've also seen it be used in a rather interesting way as far as taking down the tier 4 and 5 dragons go. Using a series of chains to keep it from flying away. And potentially escaping. So with 2 rotten eggs, we'll have 2 chances to potentially hatch a baby basilisk. Which could be fun. What were we working on? Flour. Which was... empty bags, which is paper. I surprisingly don't have a lot of paper anymore. Next question. How does one make paper, since I don't remember? Sandstone slabs. If I had a paper tree, could just do bonsai stuff. Yeah, I had tried to work on this on stream, and and can't, I'm not good at making building entertaining, because it's just sort of me going, this block doesn't look right here, maybe over here, no, that doesn't work, move it back over here. And I went a little crazy with the chisel, as you can see by the walls. But it's sort of better than the flat gray that it was when I started it. So yeah, Felix and Statler. And I don't remember how many... There are 7 different kinds of hippogriffs, and at some point I would kind of like to catch one of each, but that would require a lot of traveling around trying to find them, and I need to keep putting bait into the ground traps to get more rabbit's feet, because you tame them by feeding them rabbit's feet. And to tame one, it takes anywhere from like 1 to 5 rabbit's feet, depending on, you know, how lucky you end up being. What was I looking for? I was looking for sandstone and sugarcane, which I'll need to go harvest more of. I'm still unsure the logic of using a saw to cut sandstone in half. Maybe I'm missing something with it. There's the 10 bags. There's another slime outside of my house. Go. Oh, I killed the butterfly instead of the slime. Or hit the butterfly instead of the slime. I'm sorry. What kind of butterfly are you? No, come back. Come back. Huh. Okay, what was I on the track of doing? I was making flour. That's what I was doing. I do apologize. My brain is very much all over the place today. Alright, there's that done. And then paper cones, which are 3 paper, which I do not have, so I need to make more sandstone slabs. And go harvest more sugarcane. It'll be kind of nice when I get to the point where I have the materials and things to build a mega torch or 2, since those prevent hostile spawns within a certain radius. So that'll definitely be nice. No more slimes spawning around my house. There's the cups, or cones rather. And then fries, which are potatoes and salt and a cutting board. I need 4 more potatoes, and I only have 3. So let's see if the farm has... Yep, there is some stuff growing over here. Thanks to the worms. That is one part of actually additions that I really enjoy. There's another slime outside of my house. And I have a cutting board in here. Nope, come back here, you. There we go. And then French fries. Doesn't need anything in there. So it's just this, 3, 3. And that's done. Now for fish and chips, I need to get cooked fish. Which I can make some of right now. And clean up inventory again before I continue on with things. Arrows go over here. Need to restock up on arrows before we find our next dragon. Need 1 more cooked fish to be done. There we go. And fish and chips, which is salt, fry. I need to make more fries. That's fine. I have potatoes. I need cutting board. Maybe. Not you. Is the recipe for these again? Oh, yeah. Potato, salt, cutting board. Think that that's all that was needed. And a paper cone. I don't think I've ever actually had fish and chips before. Then again, I'm also not terribly fond of fish as far as eating. Being in the marine biology field, I've seen far too many of like the fun little parasites and stuff that can grow in them. Not terribly interested in eating them anymore after that. So that's that quest completed. And tuna potato. which is a baked potato, a cooked fish, and a scallion. The question is, do I have any scallions, or is that a seed that I haven't found yet? I have leeks. Doesn't look like I have... There's curry leaf and Brussels sprouts, which I don't think I've got planted yet. Or maybe I've got some scallions in the garden and just haven't harvested any. Spinach, sweet potato. Okay, I do have curry. Cauliflower, asparagus, leek, mushroom, corn, broccoli, bamboo shoots, rye, sesame, coffee, blueberry, cactus root, peanut, grape, seaweed, water chestnut, chili pepper, beet, cucumber, tomato, celery, winter squash, onion, turnip, cranberry, and strawberry. So I don't have Brussels sprouts. Those can go down. And I also don't have scallions, so I need to get some scallion seeds. Which can be found... where? By breaking grass. I have a lot of butterflies drifting around my place now. Not sure what I planted to make all of them show up, but they're fine. They're pretty. Can also craft the seeds. I think that you can craft them if you have the plant itself. Because you can break them down from the plant. But I don't think that you can just actually craft them. At least not in this one. I know that there are some mod packs that you can do that with. I should plant some of the rustic stuff at some point. And probably start putting hemp down again. So we've kind of hit a little roadblock there until we can find the scallions. So 3 salt, 2 fresh milk, mortar, pan, and beaker. Just need to keep some of the salt in the kitchen. There's mortar, pan, beaker, 3 salt, 2 milk, and cheese. Apparently it's Galacticraft cheese. Cheese blocks are created from the cheeses of the moon, placeable and edible. Interesting stuff. So I need to make 2 blocks of cheese. Because that needs 8 cheese slices, and you only get 4 from a block of cheese. not quite at the not quite at the point where space travel is feasible. And the cocoa butter works for the other quest. I have a bunch of cocoa because I've got it growing outside from the trip to the jungle. Though if my history of space travel is any indicator... third main quest line. So you're a few steps ahead of me. But if my history of space travel is any indicator, particularly my experiences in Subnautica, I am going to forget my spacesuit at some point. That's pretty much a guarantee. Or I'm going to forget that oxygen is a thing that's in limited quantities and end up dying due to suffocation somewhere on some planet. So that's a thing. I'm going to need to make another mortar. At some point. Maybe start picking up some forestry stuff if we decide to go the bee route. Well, yeah, but oxygen is still a pretty big thing. Dough. I have 3. Dough is made by flour and salt and water, which I definitely have a bunch of because I keep finding it in chests. And for some reason, whenever I find it, I decide to bring it home. And you need mortar and beaker. I keep trying to say it as mortal instead of mortar. Not entirely sure why. Crispy rice puff, which is rice cakes, sugar, and water. Need to make 3 of those, so how does one make rice cakes? Would help if I kept the recipe open so I could see how one makes rice cakes. Oh, mochi! Which is rice and sugar and the mortar. It can be used to describe a variety of different things, or at least a couple that I know of off the top of my head. What I'm using in particular is a mortar and pestle which is something that you find in pharmacies. People use it to grind up medicines and that sort of thing, or combine medicines. It's also a term for a military thing that I'm not 100, I don't remember exactly what it is off the top of my head. But let's see, the two definitions for a mortar. A short, smooth-bore gun for firing shells at high angles, or a cup-shaped receptacle made of hard material in which ingredients are crushed or ground, used especially in cooking or pharmacy. Now, it can also be used as a masonry term. It's that gray clay-like stuff that you find in between bricks. But yeah, English is a fun language. 80 million different meanings for the same word. Rice, sugar, and mortar. Is it better than German? As far as the European languages go, the only one that I have a whole lot of experience with is French. And maybe a little Russian from listening to my dad. I don't know if Russian would count as a European language. I mean, I'm pretty sure any language, if you look at it closely enough, has some pretty wacky rules. If there's one thing we're good at as humans, it's making things complicated. Oh, where to next? Rice cakes. Rice cakes are made by smelting rice. Which I don't think I have any Pam's Harvest Craft rice. I do not, which means I probably also don't have any rice seeds. So it looks like, at least for this track, we're limited by what seeds we have available. There's chili pepper seeds. That is zucchini, which I think I need. I mean, I could also potentially go out and find some of the gardens. I think that those are in the game. and see if maybe that at least gives me the plant, which I can then make seeds from. We'd have to look up which garden that they spawn in, though, because I don't remember. I want to say that it's windy. But that might end up being something that I do offline. Because I don't think that y'all really want to sit here watching me break grass. There's some barley. Unless... I know that they offer some trees in the rewards pack. Some sapling bundles. At least they did. Doesn't look like they offer any seed bundles. Melon seeds, cotton. Not seeing anything. Keep forgetting I put that chest there and it really confuses me. Let me double check something real quick. Nope, not that. Go away. There is another slime outside of my house. Can be hatched by throwing a rotten egg. So we have 2 rotten eggs. We're going to take a chance and see if we can hatch a baby basilisk. I might do this down in the pens. Okay, fingers crossed we have some luck. No luck. Oh well, now that we have chickens, they should drop more. And I think with that, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream, because my voice is starting to go a little bit. And since I still have a few days of work, don't really want my voice to go completely. But thank you very, very much to everyone who stopped by. It's been a lot of fun, and yeah, for an off day, or for a makeup stream, if you will, it's been interesting. So anyway, have a wonderful afternoon, evening, morning, whichever time it is for you, because time zones are a thing. And we will see you tomorrow, either for more Dungeons & Dragons or Perfect World International, if I can get the update on that to work. I'm hoping for PWI, but it just depends on whether or not the update will work. If we do end up streaming Dungeons, Dragons, and Minecraft tomorrow, or Dungeons, Dragons, and Space Shuttles tomorrow, it'll probably be an exploration / resource gathering stream. And then Friday, I won't be here because Misa has a vet appointment. And that will have me out of town all day. So let me see if there's anyone online that we might be able to raid. And it looks like Renthammer is playing Star Wars Jedi: The Fallen Order. So we might go ahead and take the stream over to him. So feel free to say hi. You know, stick around for the raid if Star Wars is your thing. And yeah. Anyway, have a wonderful day.